Okay, welcome to the Create Great Video Content with a Phone training course. And let me just start with this. Before this course even started, I cranked my desk so I could do this entire thing standing, and here's why. If I was seated, man, you'd be able to tell I was seated. My energy would be different, my voice would be different, right? That's called tone of voice. And the reason we do video is so people can see our face and add that extra element. I want them to see my eyebrows moving and my face smiling at them like an idiot, right? These are the things I use to make them like me. And tone of voice is in there too, right? So you can't put that stuff in an email. And that's why you got to learn to not be afraid of making a video. You understand what I mean by that? If it was the 1800s and I only saw one photo of you in your whole life, be nervous. Because if you look silly in that photo, I'm going to think you look like that forever, right? So that part makes sense. But if you make a volume of video content now, it doesn't matter if you have a bad hair day because people know what you really look like. And if you think you look so bad that you can't make a video, then you might look too bad to talk to a customer, right? So quit being afraid of the phone, and let's talk about some of the ways that you can pull that thing out of your pocket and make a little bit of money with it by staying in front of customers that aren't at the dealership. As a prospecting tool, as an advertising tool, as a follow-up tool, video will make you money. This is not just some chore you have to do. This is one of the key components that you can use to stay in front of people, prospect, and earn more money for your business. Okay, so some of the things that we're going to cover are bad versus good lighting. Very quick how to, not to, what to on how to get the shot that looks good. Trust me, when you look at your videos, if your first thought is, man, I look good, woo, right? Then you're not going to have a hard time making a second video. And if your first thought is, man, the lighting looks good, but I did something wrong, then you know what to fix. But the first thing is getting you in that right light so you have a good chance of, call it the makeup mirror effect. We'll talk about that in this chapter of really going, hey, look at me, baby. I look pretty good. So second chapter is frame the shot. Really what we're going to talk about is how to not frame the shot. How to, obviously if you're filming someone else, there's some rules that we'll go over. But really we're going to talk about how to hold the camera in such a way that you don't have to think about where you're framing the shot. It's always pointed right back at you, and you can just focus on talking to your customer. And we're going to talk about how to hold the camera steady in chapter 3. Nobody likes the earthquake footage, man. And it's not hard to get around that. With some real simple techniques, we can show you how to create steady footage that's watchable, and you don't need to ship your customers seasickness pills before you have them watch your videos. The last one is how to avoid audio mistakes. And this is super, super, super simple. It's just a list of some things not to do and some quick advice about how to just keep that camera close enough to the person that's in your video that you let the camera do its work. Let the camera be the microphone, right? The problem is just don't get so far away. I don't know why everyone has this tendency to want to film everyone as if they're taking a picture of the Grand Canyon. So we're going to talk about how to stay right and close with somebody and get that great quality audio out of that high quality microphone that's already built into your phone. And then we're going to talk a little bit about 3X scripts. This is a basic sales premise of how to talk in 3 acts and how to make this easy to create and memorize video scripts that make it easier to write them, easier to perform them, easier to memorize them, and ultimately makes them a more engaging sales premise for the person who's listening to your videos. All right, so let's jump right into the first chapter. I'll see you over there.